How to brew your own beer. Videojug loves beer. That's why we jumped at the chance to come down to beer kit manufacturers Muntons to find out how to brew our own.
Hi, my name's Dave Mugglestone and I'm going to show you how to make beer the really easy way.
Step 1. Build the beer.
Traditionally, breweries will actually use barley made into malt, hops, yeast and water, and they will mix them all together and make your beer. We've put all of those ingredients into the homebrew kit here, available from any homebrew shop. This is the fermenting vessel. You sterilise it first. You'll need a sterilising solution. You can purchase from your local home beer making shop. It's a couple of teaspoons of this in a gallon of water. Give it a good swirl around, tip it down the drain, and you're ready to brew. Get your tin, put it in some warm water for 15 minutes, and open the tin. Lift the top off your fermenter. Careful not to put it face down because that could get some contamination into it. Pour the extract into the fermenting vessel. You won't get all the extract out straight away. You will see there's some malt extract left inside the can. So the best way to get that out is to use a kettle. Make sure you have something to hold the can with because it's going to get hot. Like so. Pour the water into the can. Probably to about half full, that's all you really need. A spoon that you've already sterilised before and give it a good stir around. And then very carefully pour that into the fermenting vessel. Obviously repeat the process with the second can and throw the cans away. The next thing is just to empty what's left in the kettle into the fermenting vessel. Make sure that that extract inside is dissolved and use the same spoon that's already been sterilised and give it a good stir. So the next stage is to fill up the fermenting vessel to about 23 litres, 5 UK gallons with cold water. And you're virtually ready now to start the beer. So the next stage is very simple. You need a pair of scissors and a packet of yeast, which you'll find inside the kit. Sprinkle over the surface of the liquid. That yeast will ferment the sugars in the liquid and produce carbon dioxide and alcohol. Put the lid on and leave the fermenter at room temperature for about 5 days. Once the lid is in place, one final thing which can help prevent you getting any contamination into your beer is to fill the airlock with a little liquid. That will make sure that the carbon dioxide generated will come up through the liquid and escape, and infection will not be able to get into your brew. Now that the fermenting vessel is filled and ready for fermentation, it's important that it's kept at a constant temperature. The best temperature for fermenting your beer is 20 degrees centigrade, so make sure you keep it somewhere that's constant and warm, probably the kitchen if you're allowed to put it in there. Failing that, try the spare room. Certainly don't put it outside in the shed or the garage if it's winter and it's cold. The other thing to avoid is vibration. Don't leave it anywhere like on a washing machine where it's going to vibrate the whole time, as this will spoil your beer.
Step 2. Transfer to keg.
So your beer has been fermenting for 7 days. Now you're ready to siphon it into your keg. The easiest way to do that is using a siphon like this. Some people prefer to siphon by starting it in the mouth, but we would recommend using one of these ones you can buy from a homebrew dealer. Start the siphon by quickly pumping down, and you can see the beer is now transferring from your fermenting vessel into your keg. And now you've transferred all your beer from your fermenter into your keg. So just add about 3 ounces of sugar straight into the keg. Now, one thing to remember before you put the top on is to ensure that the inside of the seal is greased so that you don't get any air leaks. Some petroleum jelly, just a ring around the rubber seal, nice and smooth. Once that's in place, this top then fits straight on top of your keg. tighten it up as tight as you can with your hands. Once that's on tightly, now you have to leave the beer for 14 days, and the main thing to remember here is to store it where you intend to dispense it. Make sure you have the tap over the edge of the table, because if you move it, then you're going to have a chance of disturbing the sediment, so leave it where you intend to drink it.
Step 3. Drink the beer.
After 14 days, you just simply open the tap and decant some beer out, and you will have enough pressure and you'll get a good head on your beer. If you find by any chance that it's not carbonated enough for you, then you can use one of these gas cylinders, and these simply screw onto the top of the keg and then just let go and bring it back off. And what that will do, that will put carbon dioxide from the cylinder into your beer to pressurise your keg, so that the next time you open the tap, you'll get beer coming out that's carbonated. Okay, so now you've done all the hard work, you've waited for the beer, let's see what it tastes like. Cheers! When you've made your first batch of beer, if you feel like you want to experiment some more, go and visit your local home brewing shop. They'll have lots of tips and advice for you, other things you can do to enhance your brewing pleasure.